South Korea has plunged into political turmoil as the opposition controlled National Assembly voted overwhelmingly to impeach acting leader Han Duck-soo following the earlier impeachment of President Yoon Suk Yeol. The Assembly's 192 to 0 vote on Friday reflects deepening divisions within the Assembly's 192 to 0 vote on Friday reflects deepening divisions within the nation's political landscape. Governing party lawmakers boycotted the vote in protest, signaling a complete breakdown in bipartisan cooperation. The crisis originated earlier this month when President Yoon imposed martial law for a brief period, citing escalation tensions with North Korea. The move drew widespread criticism, with opponents accusing Yoon of exploiting security concerns to consolidate power. The declaration led to mass protests across the country as citizens feared a rollback of democratic freedoms. Under mounting pressure, the National Assembly swiftly moved to impeach Yoon, arguing that his decision violated the constitution and undermined South Korea's democratic principles. Yoon's impeachment left Han Duck-soo, the country's number 2 official, as the acting president. However, his tenure as caretaker leader was short-lived as opposition lawmakers turned their focus on him, citing a lack of confidence in his ability to stabilize the nation during this unprecedented crisis. The ongoing political instability has sent shockwaves through South Korea's financial markets. Ahead of the parliamentary vote, the South Korean won plummeted to 1,475.4 per dollar, a 0.53% drop. Analysts warn that the impeachment of Han will only prolong the uncertainty, further weakening investor confidence. Impeaching Han would only mean prolonged political uncertainties, said Hoon Jio Han, an analyst at Eugene Investment and Securities. In terms of financial markets, this decision is troubling as it underscores the depth of political turmoil. With Han's impeachment, Finance Minister Choi Sang-mok is set to assume the role of interim president as stipulated by law. Choi had publicly pleaded with opposition lawmakers not to proceed with the impeachment motion, warning of its potentially disastrous consequences. An impeachment motion against the acting authority is no different from an impeachment motion against the entire cabinet, Choi stated during a news conference alongside other cabinet members on Friday. Despite his objections, the assembly moved forward, leaving Choi to lead the country through this turbulent period. South Korea's constitutional court now faces the crucial task of determining the fate of President Yoon Suk Yeol. The court has 180 days to decide whether to reinstate or permanently remove Yoon from office. If the court upholds the impeachment, South Koreans will head to the polls within 60 days to elect a new president. Justice Cheon Hyung Sik, speaking during a preparatory hearing, assured the public that the court would expedite the process to minimize uncertainty. Following his impeachment, Han Duck-soo expressed sadness but accepted the assembly's decision. I respect Parliament's decision, and in order to avoid further chaos and uncertainty, I will suspend my duties in accordance with relevant laws, he said in a statement. Han's departure marks another chapter in the ongoing saga of political strife, leaving the nation without stable leadership during a critical time. The dual impeachments of South Korea's top leaders highlight a deepening crisis in the nation's governance. With opposition lawmakers dominating the assembly, the impeachment motions are seen as a direct challenge to the governing party's authority. The situation has drawn international attention, with analysts warning that prolonged instability could weaken South Korea's position in regional and global affairs. The controversy has also reignited debates about the balance of power within South Korea's political system. Critics argue that the parliamentary majority's ability to impeach leaders at will risks undermining executive authority, while proponents insist that these measures are necessary to uphold democratic accountability. As Finance Minister Choi Sang-mok steps into the interim leadership role, his immediate priorities will include stabilizing financial markets and addressing public concerns about governance. However, with the Constitutional Court's decision on Yoon's impeachment looming, Choi's tenure is likely to be fraught with challenges. South Korea now stands at a crossroads. The resolution of this crisis will not only determine the nation's immediate political future, but also shape its democratic trajectory in the years to come. As citizens and the global community watch closely, the hope remains that the country's institutions will rise to the occasion and navigate this turbulent period with resilience.